Hi everyone, welcome back. Hello, I'm Radhika from Glamour Makeup Hair and Beauty Lounge. And hello to everyone who's new here. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so you can get the latest video updates. And today's topic is all about hair care, do's and don'ts, myths and facts that I'll be sharing with you so that you can have a better, good and stronger hair. So stay tuned. So friends, the first topic is to discuss about how to do the shampoo and conditioning correctly. I've been seeing many people are not using the conditioner in the right way and even the shampoo. So the first thing you have to do is make sure you detangle your hair correctly before you go in for a hair wash. That will help you to spread the shampoo onto your scalp correctly and in a better, easier way. And how to detangle the hair is make sure that you start from the ends and then go upwards slowly. Do not start combing your hair from the top because this will tangle your hair more and then it will be more difficult for you and the hair will break more. So start from the lower ends, then come up slowly on the top. And then once before you shampoo the hair, make sure you dilute your shampoo with a little water every time before you wash it. As you know, shampoo contains sulfate and sulfate is what causing the hair scalp to dry out and also the hair ends that it becomes more dry if the sulfate content is very strong. So it's better that you should dilute the hair. It will be more safer for your scalp and for your hair as well if you do a regular washing. Nowadays, there are a lot of shampoos available that is recommended to use. It's a sulfate-free shampoo. It's recommended for all hair type. If you cannot buy them, so you should just dilute your shampoo. And also while shampooing, make sure you just apply the shampoo on the scalp and thoroughly massage it and let the foam come down onto your length. You don't have to put extra shampoo so much onto your length. It doesn't need that much of shampoo. Main focus of it is just to be applied on the scalp so that the grease and the oil and the dirt is there. On the length, you just let the foam come and softly wash it in this manner. Don't rub your hair so roughly like you're washing your clothes or something. This is hair. You have to be very gentle. So just go down slowly with your foam and wash it out thoroughly. If you feel the need, you can take a little amount. If you feel your hair is very dirty and you apply a lot of oil, then you can use a little shampoo and just softly wash it off. And then after that, when you have to apply a conditioner, make sure you remove the excess water from your hair, dab it out with a little towel and take the conditioner and apply from mid ends till the end. And also the same procedure, it should be used with the smoothing technique. This way your hair cuticle is getting close and also you're smoothing your frizz and your hair after you rinse it out will give you a more better finish. And I've heard that a lot of ladies complain that they don't apply conditioner or they feel that with the conditioner their hair is falling out more. It is totally a wrong thing, it's a myth. It is nothing like that. Conditioner, if it's applied only on the mid ends to end, it has nothing to do with the roots. The hair that are falling out, it is with the process that when you were shampooing your hair, doing a shampoo, those hair that were dirty and that were meant to shed, it was coming out while you giving that massage, and because of the silicone that is present in the conditioner, it makes your hair smooth. So all the hair that has been tangled up there while you were washing, it came out into your hand. It has no correlation at all that with conditioner your hair is falling more. It is because you are shedding or you're having genuinely some other problem, that your scalp is weak or some health issues that your hair is falling. So there is no correlation that with conditioner you will have a hair fall unless you've been doing something wrong or apply some strong chemical. So basically conditioner is only for the length, nothing to do with the scalp. After you apply the conditioner, leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes as you wish and rinse thoroughly. And once you're out of the bathroom, you're getting ready, by then your hair must have already been semi-wet. So now you have to apply serum. You can buy any good serum, it's available in the market. Many good brands are now selling it. So serum I recommend for every hair type. Again, this is also only for the length. This is to protect your length and it's like a UV shield for your hair. It will protect from a moisture loss, not letting the hair moisture to go out with the sun and not letting any dirt to go into your hair. It's a proper protection for your hair. So take a small amount into your palm and rub it thoroughly like this, and do not do this. Use as like it's your comb. Use your finger like the comb and thoroughly run through like this all over. so that then you'll be applying it to your hair, and at the ends you can just give the ends if there are a lot of split ends or if it's too much of dry ends, so just run your hand and whatever you have left over, just touch it a little on the top so that small frizz will sit, and leave it on, and you can give a dry, you can use a dryer to brush it out, style them out, or leave it to dry naturally. And one more important thing that I've noticed is many ladies after washing their hair go out in the sun with a wet hair itself. It is a very wrong and damaging thing that they're doing to their hair. In that way, because the heat of the sun will pull out all the moisture from your hair and your hair will become very rough and dry and more brittle. So please do not go out with wet hair. Make sure you dry your hair with a dryer. Just at least 50% dry, that will be good enough, or wait for it to naturally dry, then go out in the sun. And the next very important topic is about scalp exfoliation. This is very less talked about and discussed about by anyone. I would like to just tell you that every part of our body sheds the dead skin, dead layer, same as our scalp, and also a lot of products are used on the scalp, so the build-up is there, and we have never actually really cleaned our scalp thoroughly. That actually will help the hair to grow. Shampooing is just to remove dirt and the grease, but scalp exfoliation is to clean the scalp, to remove that small dead layers that is there on the upper crust. So what you have to do is go to a good professional salon, get it done. There are a lot of products available now that you can get it done at the professional salon, or you can buy some good high-end products that is available online, and you can do it at home also. Or I'll give you some small tips that you can try doing it yourself at home. It will really help in the scalp exfoliation and also make your hair grow better. So what you need is 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar will help to clean the scalp and remove the buildup. 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and 1.5 tablespoon of fine sugar. And you can take 1 teaspoon of honey also if you feel your scalp is very dry. You can omit that also. And 3 to 4 drops of any good essential oils if you have, it is not compulsion. So you can add rosemary for hair growth or tea tree oil for your dandruff. Mix all these ingredients thoroughly. You will get that white soft foamy liquid. Apply it on a wet scalp. Make sure the hair is wet and remove partings and apply it on the scalp like this with your hand, fingers, and then give a circular massage softly. Make sure don't be very harsh on your scalp. Just softly massage the scalp with the product and leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes and thoroughly rinse it and wash it normally and shampoo and condition your hair. You can do this once in a month. If you feel your hair is very dirty, oily, and you want to do, you can do it twice a month also as you feel right. Do try it out and tell me how you feel about it. I do feel it will surely help in your hair growth and your texture of your hair as well. And next very important thing that I'd like to discuss about is about hair color. There are a lot of ladies who've been doing their hair color themselves at home, and because they don't have time, or at times they're too busy to go out for their work, or some people have been doing it themselves at home from day one for their root coverage. So what I've come to know with time is that a lot of ladies, they do not wash their hair after they apply the color. They just rinse off the hair color from the scalp. It is a very wrong thing that they're doing with their scalp. It is not recommended by any company or any products, color product company, professional companies at all, to leave the hair color on the scalp more than 35 minutes. And they have recommended that you should do a proper hair wash and a conditioning. Same way, I'm requesting all the ladies, whoever has been doing their root touch-up at home themselves, please wash your hair properly with a proper color shampoo and conditioner, because if you leave only rinsing off the color will not remove the chemical layer that is built up on your scalp. In that way, long term, you will see more bad effects coming onto your hair. That you will have hair fall, your scalp will become weak, and you will have a lot of many other problems, even allergies to the color will be because of this reason more, that you leaving this products, the minute particles onto your hair, and it is building up excessively, and that will give a bad effect onto your hair. So it is better recommended always that you should go to a professional to get your root touch up done, because they will wash your hair with a proper shampoo and conditioner and take care of your scalp and length as you need. But if there's no time, to make sure you do it correctly the way that is told to be done. And one thing that I've been seeing a lot of girls and ladies have been missing out is doing their hair oiling. With my own personal experience of many years, I have been keeping a regular hair oiling in my routine at least once in a week, or if not possible twice a month. Because hair oil does give nutrients to your scalp and really makes your hair grow more stronger. You can use any hair oil as you like, whatever suits you. You can add a good amount of aloe vera gel into it also. That will really help in moisturizing your scalp, and also a vitamin E oil, and you can leave it overnight. If you find that there's an issue leaving overnight, and many people do complain that it doesn't suit them if they have they put it overnight extra, they feel that their hair is falling out more, or some girls have an acne problem, so they said the doctor tells them don't apply hair oil. I suggest that they can just apply for few hours before they wash their hair. With that also, it will really make a difference to your hair texture and to your scalp. And a very essential part for hair growth is good diet. As we all know, hair is made up of protein. So a good protein rich diet will help your hair to grow much better. And also few supplements that I recommend that you should add into your daily routine. You can take extra omega-3 capsules or even zinc. That will really help for your hair growth and a stronger hair. So friends, I hope you liked the video that I shared with you about the hair care today. And please do comment and share your feedback in the comment box below. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel before you leave. Thank you for staying in, and keep safe, stay home, take care, see you again. Bye.